How's it going, everybody? My name is Jim and welcome to FSD Driver. Today we're going to be talking about FSD relevancy with older versions of full self-driving. So we're doing a drive today. I have to go somewhere and pick up some cabling. And we are driving a Model 3 on Hardware 3, and we are driving with FSD 12.3.6. My car has been on this version for like 3 months now. The latest update that I got was not an FSD update, but it was a nav data update. So the navigation data, also some of the UI in the car was updated. And I've been struggling for a long time. I actually posted a video several months ago saying, you know, goodbye 12.3.6, because I thought I was going to get it and I didn't get it, and I still haven't gotten it. And now there's been many people who've been on like 12.4, 12.5. There's an update last night for Smart Summon, I think they call it ASS. It's like Assisted Smart Summon or something like that. It's just a funny acronym, or Advanced Smart Summon, something like that. But I don't get it because I'm on a Hardware 3 car and I don't have the proper version. And so I thought a lot of my videos are irrelevant because people are just gonna say, well, who cares that your car's having issues on 12.3.6? We're already in another version. And I had to really struggle with this because I started thinking more and more. And I think 12.3.6 is extremely relevant today because 86% of FSD cars are still on this version. There's only like a handful of people who are on the newest improved version of FSD. And because of that, people will have the exact same experience that I have. And what we need to do is, most of us are techie, right? We are saying we're on version 12.1, 12.2, 12. But the general public, people like my neighbors who have a Tesla, who have full self-driving, they don't even know anything about the version number. They don't look at any of that stuff. They just say, oh, I have full self-driving, and they drive their vehicle. Now, they don't know like what is getting updated. They don't read the notes. They don't do anything. They just get in their car and they allow it to drive, or they drive it themselves. There's also people that I know who don't have full self-driving, so they've never experienced it. I also have neighbors who got the trial but didn't even know they had the trial until it pretty much expired. So the marketing for that was kind of crappy. And I know people are going to say, well, they got a notification on there. That's not true. I never once got a notification on my wife's Model Y vehicle that there was a full self-driving trial, and she does not have full self-driving on her vehicle. The only reason I know is because I'm techie, and I basically went there and I started looking for everything, and then eventually towards the end of the month it popped up on my actual screen in a little part that said, hey, full self-driving. So there's inconsistencies with these cars, and I honestly think a lot of these videos that are on older versions of software are relevant to everything, all the mistakes they make, because what we need to do is we need to remove the version number, and we need to go talk to the general public about their experience with FSD. Because they're going to get in a car. A new person is going to buy a car, they're going to buy a used Tesla, and they're going to pay for FSD, and they're going to be on either Hardware 3, and they're not going to have the latest version of FSD. And so what it's going to do is it's going to create a negative connotation immediately with them when the car struggles for things. There's many people online who are prominent users and very big fans of FSD, and they are big fans of Elon, and I think we know who those people are, and they bring up really good points like the old version is trash, the new version should be pushed out to everybody's car. But what they don't take in account is they don't take in account all of those people who don't care about version numbers. They just want it to work the way that it says it's going to work. Do I think Tesla's taking advantage of people by saying it's fully autonomous driving or it's FSD? I don't. I think that is just something to look forward to. They obviously put a terms and agreement. You agree to certain things. You can read little things. It says pay attention. It never once says go sit in the back of your car or anything like that. But the big thing is these experiences that I still have. I used to always get the software updates really early, and I would be like one of the first, and then I would be very critical about Tesla. And so you can see that throughout my channel. I have zero intervention drives, but I also do have negative videos out there about FSD. Yesterday, I had a very negative experience driving through St. Paul, downtown St. Paul. And the reason is because my car took a left turn and literally went on the wrong side of the road. And it stayed there until I broke it out of FSD and then moved it over to the right side of the road. And I know what the issue was. The sunlight was hitting my windshield at a certain angle, because even as a driver, it was hard for me to see. But the problem that I have is FSD never warned me that it can't see anything or that it's having an issue and I should take over. Just warn me that you can't see instead of just trying to fake it till you make it kind of deal. Like, I don't understand that. I also don't understand the vision system. If we move to a full vision system, why on my visualization on my screen, every time I pull into my garage door, it sees it as me slamming into a semi-truck? If it's using cameras, there should never be a visualization of a semi-truck. It should just be my garage door or a wall or something other than a vehicle. I often see this with pedestrians that walk on the sidewalk as well, or motorcyclists. I'll see motorcyclists flicker between a person and a motorcycle, and I guess that one's kind of hard because, you know, they don't have something around them, like their body is just on a motorcycle. But it just doesn't make sense because the camera sees what it is. So why is it trying to interpret what it is on the screen? Just show me exactly like what you're seeing. So I have struggles with that, but everybody's experience that I give a ride to an FSD, I can say this is FSD, but it's an older version. Wait until the new one comes out. It's going to be better. And that might be a true statement, but their experience is going to be the poor experience on the old version. I think Tesla should just mass roll out the new versions to everybody all at once. If they want to have a test group, do a test group. Let those people sign an NDA and say, hey, we're going to put you on a list. You're not going to tell people about this. You're not going to make videos about this. We're going to release it to 2% of our fleet. Then what we'll do is we'll monitor your drives. If there's a problem, we'll hold it back and we won't release the version publicly or wide. If it's good to go and it still has issues, but we don't think it's a safety critical problem, well, let's just push it out to every single person and have them have this experience, because I'm really tired of going on X and seeing all of these people say, I have the new software version and it's amazing and it's way better than this old version, but 86% of everybody else experience is still on the old version and it's not getting updated. And then they say, we need to get everybody off of this old version. It's really bad. It's dangerous. So there's a lot of self-contradiction happening, and I know everybody has a voice on X. That's the point of X, is that you can scream your thoughts and you can tell people really cool things. My car right now is just driving in the shoulder because it wasn't smart enough to move over, but this is going to be somebody's experience who doesn't understand version numbers of FSD. Let's see if it can actually move over. Hey, it did it, you know, a quarter of a mile later. So These are the experiences, and we can't just look at old software version and we can't look at videos like this and say, well, there's no relevancy because that's an old software version. No, this is the software majority. We need to start looking at software majorities, and we need to say, what is their experience? Is there an update? Can we fix these things? Yes. Will they be coming in a new software update? Yes, but just know the majority of the general public are riding in this old crappy version. And so when we post these drives and we show people this, we can't take, well, that's an old version as an excuse anymore. Because we are the majority of people driving an old version that people are stating is crap and shitty. So my suggestion again to Tesla, release it to a small percentage of people, put them on a list, make them feel special, make them sign an NDA not to post anything about it, then release it widely if it's safe, if it's not going to cause emergencies or issues. Then you can have people give feedback on a wider margin of, oh yeah, these are more issues that we're facing with this new version. Hey, look, we thought we fixed this issue, but we actually didn't. So that's the end of my rambling video. 12.3.6, still on a majority of cars, still makes these videos highly relevant because this is what the general public is experiencing.